To officially begin today's proceedings by bowing down to the traditions at hand, I would like to invite the following dignitaries to light the traditional oil lamp. I would like to invite Senior Treasurer and Staff Advisor of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa, Dr. Ranga Rodrigo, District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Rotaractor, Past President, Kavindra Kasun Sigera, District Rotaract Representative-elect, Rotaractor, Past President, Akhila Adishwara.
Guide Club Coordinator for the year 2019-20, Rotaractor Past President, Tanuja Jayawardena. Guide Club Coordinator for the year 2020 and 21, Rotaractor Past President, Chanel Mendes. President for the year 2019-20, Rotaractor Danuka Pereira. President for the year 2020-21, Rotaractor Samila Imbulana. Secretary for the year 2019-20, Rotaractor Nishika Silva. Secretary for the year 2020-21, Rotaractor Lisha Samadhi. Project Co-Chairperson for the 25th Installation Ceremony, Rotaractor Nipun Alutke. Thank you very much. Next, we would like to invite the following dignitaries and the respective members to take their seats at the head table. District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Rotaractor, Past President, Kavindra Kasunsigera. President for the year 2019-20, Rotaractor Dhanuka Pereira. President for the year 2020-21, Rotaractor Samila Imbulana. Secretary for the year 2019-20, Rotaractor Nishika Silva.
Now Rotaractor Randula Karunaratna will call the House to order.
Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata. Sundara Siri Parini, Surandi Ati Sogamana Lanka. Ranya Dhanaya Nekamal Palaturu Piri Jaya Bhumiya Ranya. Apahata Sapa Siri Seta Sadhana, Jivanaye Mata. Pili Dhanu Mena Apabhakti Puja, Namo Namo Mata. Upper Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata. Obave Apavidya, Obamaya Apasatya, Obave Apashanti, Apahada Tulabhanti, Apa Aloke, Apadi Anuprani, Oba Apa Jivanave, Apa Muktiya Obave, Nava Jivana Demini, Nitina Apa Kubudu Karan Mata. Jnana Vidya Bhagava Minaragena Yanu Mena Jaya Mumikara. Ekama
Please remain standing. Now, to continue with the Rotaract formalities, we would like to invite Rotaractor Garisha Herat to read out the flag salutation, Rotaract invocation, and the Rotary four-way test, which will be followed by the Rotaract song.
Please raise your left hand for the Rotaract flag salutation. I salute the national flag of Sri Lanka, which signifies the independence of my country, and stand for all its people, united as one nation. I pledge all allegiance to Sri Lanka and undertake to work towards its peace and prosperity in a spirit of tolerance and love. Rotaract Invocation. Remember us always as thy children. O Lord, instill in us the true meaning of friendship, that the differences of cultures and creed should not matter. At all times, endow with us the desire to serve, remembering that we too often need help. As and when the need for service arises, caring to make our badge of Rotaract worthwhile. Tell us that we have not lived in vain. Rotary four-way test of the things that we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Does it promote goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Please be seated.
take his seat at the head table.
Now, to welcome the gathering, I would like to invite the project co-chairperson, Protractor Romasha Guruge.
Dignitaries at the head table, Rotarians, Rotractors, family and friends who are present here today, and all who are joining us via YouTube channel, a very good evening to all of you. Year by year passed, and it's been some amazing 24 years down the lane, right up until it culminated in this moment, all set for us to step into the all new and service guaranteed 25th Rotaract year of Rotaract Mora. Today, we mark not only the humble celebration of 25 years of continuous service, but also the continuity of the passion towards serving community from generation to generation. The turn of page from last year's chapter of Explore, Develop, Serve and on to another one, 25 years of service world celebrating. So I would like to welcome District Rotaract Chair, past District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Amjad Yusuf, District Youth Services Chairperson, Rotarian Rohanta Atukorala, Senior Treasurer and Staff Advisor of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa, Dr. Ranga Rodrigo, District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian, Rotractor, Past President, Kavinda Kasun Sigera, District Rotaract Representative-elect, Rotractor, Past President, Akila Adishwara, Guide Club Coordinator for the year 2019-20, Rotractor, Past President, Thanuja Jayawardena, Guide Club Coordinator for the year 2020-21, Rotractor, Past President, Chanel Mendes, members of the Rotaract District Steering Committee, Past Presidents, Past Secretaries, family, friends, and finally, all who are watching us from home to witness the transition of the baton of leadership to the 25th President of Rotaract Mora and his Board of Directors by joining the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Romasha. Now, I would like to invite Rotractor Nishika Silva to deliver the Secretary's report for the year 2019-20.
Dignitaries at the head table, Rotarians, Rotary friends, and all who are joining us live through YouTube. I consider it a great privilege to stand here before you today as the 24th Secretary of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa and present to you the Secretary's report for the Rotaract year 2019-20. The year officially commenced on the 1st of July 2019 by Rotractor Danuka Pereira and his Board of Directors taking the office with the aspiration of continuing the 23-year-long legacy under the theme Explore, Develop, Serve. The year kicked off intending to present possibilities to each and every member affiliated with the club to explore their capabilities while developing themselves and serving the society. With this intention in mind, the club instigated numerous projects which served the community, including the club members, in various ways. These included many novel initiatives as well as enhanced versions of annual signature projects. The avenue of club service played a major role in membership retention and member recruitment while focusing on enhancing fellowship. the Avenue started its work by organizing a leadership training program for the Board of Officials under the guidance of immediate past District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Rotaractor, past President Krishan Balaji, and Guide Club Coordinator for the year 2019-20, Rotaractor, past President Tanuja Jayawardena, with the expectation of strengthening the bond among the board members. This year, the primary focus was kept on expanding the member base in the faculties of architecture and business, while retaining the solid base in the faculties of engineering and information technology. Simultaneously, the membership committee focused on expanding the reach into the Institute of Technology, University of Moratuwa, and thereby creating a stable assemblage of active members in the institute as well. With that in mind, several new projects such as Rotars Park were introduced to the club calendar, while amending the concept and procedures of the signature project Cast 4 to accommodate more prospective members and the ever-changing dynamics of the university. While diversifying the membership, it was also identified that the quality of active membership is more vital than the quantity. Thus, the club membership strategy was upgraded and the membership development team regularly traced how the members performed. The success of the untiring efforts is evident from the fact that 181 new members getting inducted into the club during the year 2019-20. As a result, Rotaract Mora was able to reach a total of 282 members by the end of the year compared to the figure of 272 at the beginning. One of the turning points of the avenue of community service was shifting the award-winning project Grama Prabodaya from Hambe Gamuwa, Udawalawa to Dunupotagama village, Nochiyagama, Anuradhapura. Thus, following a survey that was carried out to comprehensively understand the status of the village, the objectives of the project were rewritten to align with the needs of the village and were achieved over an expanse of 6 sub-projects focusing on various issues. Project Hand in Hand marked another historical milestone this year by expanding the usual scope by organizing the sub-project Hope to introduce self-employment opportunities to adult cancer patients at Apeksha Hospital, Maharagama. Being the main fundraiser of Rotaract Mora, the project proved that nothing's impossible by raising 17.1 million rupees via the sale of stickers and Christmas cards only, as the Vesak phase was cancelled due to the unfortunate turnout of the events in the country and the whole world. Under the Rotary area of focus, basic education and literacy, with the aim of providing easy access to knowledge materials to visually impaired students, the community service team launched the first ever audiobook library in Sri Lanka as part of the project Manusat Handa, making a significant breakthrough in the history of Sri Lankan education system. Aligning with the same focus area under the project Nana Aruna, 49 ordinary level mathematics and information technology seminars were conducted in 11 different schools covering 6 districts around the island. Having understood the importance of promoting peace and harmony, Rotaract Mora organized the project Connecting the Dots, which consisted 3 sub-projects targeting different religions and social and ethnic groups. At the same time, the category of environment under the community service avenue flourished, with many novel joint initiatives being introduced to address pressing issues in the world. The international service avenue also reached a peak with the successful completion of the project Ceylon Safari 2019, where 10 foreign Rotaractors from 6 different countries covering almost all the continents participated, marking a significant milestone in the history of the avenue. While maintaining the Twin Club agreement, which was signed during the Rotaract year 2018-19 with Rotaract Club of Nicosia, Cyprus, multiple projects were conducted that indeed strengthened friendships beyond boundaries. At the same time, the team approached the service aspect as well this year with the initiation of Project Library. One of the biggest turning points of the avenue of professional development was the rebranding of Are You Ready 2019, the official career fair of University of Moratuwa. Thus, 4 brand new sessions were introduced to the lineup to groom the undergraduates and make their career dreams come true with the tagline, "Fueling the Extraordinary." A total of 42 main companies and more than 800 undergraduates participated at the Careers Day. Moreover, the quality of the annual case study competition, Maestro, was elevated with the partnership of McKinsey and Company. The team received 76 registrations and 52 case submissions, which was quite a big number compared to the previous year. Apart from that, the avenue of professional development witnessed the start of brand new projects such as DataStorm 1.0, which was the first ever data analytics competition organized by a Rotaract club in the Rotaract district 3220, apart from being the first ever datathon organized by any institute. Rotaract year 1920 can be portrayed as a golden year for the supporting committees in the nature of public relations and information technology. The construction of a number of websites, platforms, and applications was seen throughout the year in order to ease the operations of certain projects. One of the turning points was the development of the membership tracking application LinkR or Link Rotaract, which supports attendance tracking, bidding for project tasks, contribution tracking, and news sharing. Moreover, the blog team was able to publish 44 blog articles, and the digital platforms used by the public relations team had a reach of over 854,000. Rotaract Mora successfully co-hosted the district projects Ecoscape and Rotaract Virtual District Conference as well. Furthermore, we were able to take part in over 80 projects organized by fellow Rotaract clubs, 8 Rotary projects, 3 Interact projects, and 27 Rotaract district projects and meetings. Even though awards do not define one's success, I am delighted to say that the Rotaract year 2019-20 was ended gloriously with Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa winning 20 awards at the 30th Rotaract District Assembly, including the Rotaract District Citation, Most Outstanding Rotaract Club, Most Outstanding President, Most Outstanding Secretary, 7 Gold Awards, 3 Silver Awards, 3 Bronze Awards, and 3 Awards of Recognition and Appreciation. Moreover, the club was awarded the Platinum Distinction for Rotary International Citation as well. Now that we have reached the end of another memorable journey, it is with immense pleasure that I, the Secretary for the year 2019-20, state that we have successfully completed a series of impactful projects that included many phases and sub-projects, which ultimately added up to 65 initiatives while breaking boundaries and marking new milestones. Let's have a look at a video especially created to best capture the 24th year of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa. Avikula for that amazing video. I truly believe that we inspired our members as well as everyone that looked up to us to set aside their fears and explore their capabilities while serving the community and developing themselves. At the same time, I want to stress the fact that this success would have been a mere dream if not for our amazing membership. It has never been an easy journey, but together we have accomplished many achievements while creating lifelong memories. While thanking all who supported me throughout the past year, it's my time to say goodbye to a remarkable year. Signing off, Rotaract Nishika Silva, Secretary of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa for the Rotaract year 2019-20. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotaract Nishika. It sure was a memorable year. Now, to introduce the outgoing president, I would like to invite his good friend, Rotaractor Charit Prajita, to stage.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce the immediate past president of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa, Rotaract Danuka Pereira. Danuka started his Rotaract journey by assisting card selling at BMICH for the project Hand in Hand. And then he got the chance of working as the Rotary and Rotaract coordinator under the presidency of Rotaract past President Rashan Vikramaratne. And then during this time, he did a massive job taking almost all his friends into Rotaract movement. Actually, he is one of the main reasons for me being here. And then he was able to do a great job as the professional development director and also as the co-chairperson of the massive project Are You Ready? And then he took the whole responsibility of Rotaract Mora as the president, and he was able to make it an amazing year for Rotaract Mora and became the most outstanding president at the 30th Rotaract District Assembly. Currently, he is working as a professional development joint director for Rotaract District 3220. For the people who don't know, he is a great advisor for most of the things. And he has a famous quote, "First impression is the last impression." And he described how he built up his lost first impression nicely. I think it's a story you should listen with the popcorn. And do you know Danuka is a brilliant video editor? Long time back, he edited a video for an event, not a Rotaract event. And at the end of the event, he added his photo and a large quote, a video by Krish. That was the name he used that time, always using Krish is here. And suddenly after that, we got to know that that was done to impress someone. I don't know who. By the way, I think you all know Danuka is a brilliant singer. He has the amazing talent of singing emotional songs in a very emotional manner, but only in virtual events. Without further ado, I will introduce the immediate past president of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa, Rotaract Danuka Pereira, and wish you all the very best for the upcoming year. And we have arranged a small video for you. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Charit, for that amazing introduction, and thank you so much for the video. Dignitaries at the head table, Rotarians, Rotaractors, parents, friends in Rotaract, and friends of Rotaract. It's my pleasure to stand here as the 24th president of this prestigious club, addressing you all. Exactly 1 year ago, 11th of August 2019, we had our installation ceremony. We continue the legacy which was handed over by past president Rotaractor Paveen Pereira and his board of directors in our own path. So I would be failing in my duties if I do not convey my gratitude for the people who were with me throughout the year. First and foremost, the all past president sitting here will agree with me. We have the most supportive, the best staff advisor, Dr. Ranga Rodrigo. Presidents, yes, he should deserve it. Presidents run the club only for 1 year, but this amazing individual was the backbone of this club for, I think, more than 8 years, if I'm not doing a mistake. Okay. And as well as the all past president, here I should mention Dilina Ayya, Ridwan Ayya, Amita Ayya, Chamal Ayya, Rashan Ayya, and Paveen. Thank you so much for motivating us throughout the year. After that, in every installation, I have heard that presidents say the year was a roller coaster, but Rotaract Mora was not a roller coaster. It was at peaks level at every time. As a human, my emotions were roller coaster, but I had the best board of directors. I can consider them, all of them, as leaders. Starting from my top board, Vice President Administration, Rotaractor Kashuni, Vice President Community Service, Rotaractor Samira, Vice President Club Service, Pasindunanakara, Vice President International Service, Rotaractor Tarindu, Vice President Professional Development, Rotaractor Hiranya, and Senior PR Directors, Rotaractor Hasita and Rotaractor Tilina, Senior IT Director, Rotaractor Charit, Senior Editor, Rotaractor Lavanga, and Financial Director, Rotaractor Chetana. And there are 2 other special characters who were with me throughout the year. Without your help, this was a dream. They are not other than the club treasurer, Rotaractor Kasun, and club secretary, Rotaractor Nishika. Thank you so much for being with me, and I know still Kasun trying to sort out the finance of the year, and thank you so much. And the all directors of the club, you were the strength behind this success. As the president, I just monitored the flow of event, which you have already organized very well. Though we have 14 members on our board, you all know that we have more than 250 members in our club. Most of them are representing 18 batch, the youngest batch of the university. So the 5 board members who represent the 18 batch, thank you so much for managing the membership base of the club. Next, the university administration. The Vice Chancellor of University of Moratuwa, Professor Kapila Pereira, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of University of Moratuwa, Professor PKS Mahanama, and all faculty deans, thank you so much for your immense support. Here I should mention a special person, the Director of Career Guidance Unit, Dr. Satish Namasivayam. He did an amazing job throughout the Ayurveda period. Immediate past district Rotaract representative, Rotaract Rotarian Krishan Balaji, past Rotaract district secretary, Rotaract Harindi, assistant secretary, Rotaract Kitmi, our guide club coordinator, Rotaract Tanuja, and all the past district steering committee gave us immense support throughout the year. Here I should convey my gratitude to past president of Rotary Club of Colombo West, Rotarian Paul Harris Perro, Praveer Samarasinghe, youth advisor, Rotarian Paul Harris Perro, Harsharajan, and all the Rotarians of our sponsoring Rotary Club, Colombo West. I should thank the presidents of Colombo West family, Rotaract Hasita, Rotaract Sahan, Rotaract Ruvi, Rotaract Avinash, and all my peer presidents and secretaries, as well as the past Interact presidents of Interact Club of DS, Visaka, St. Bridget, Vishal International School, and Sujata Vidyalaya. At last but not least, the parents of all Rotaractors, including I know your commitment and dedication. Without your commitment and dedication, your sons and daughters cannot do anything. So, I would like to thank you all for your commitment and dedication on behalf of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa. I can remember the quote which I started my installation speech in last year. It was said by one of best leadership professionals, Robin Sharma. He says, investing in yourself is the best investment you will ever make. It will not only improve your life, but it will also improve the lives of all those around you. My year theme for Rotaract year 2019-20 was Explore, Develop, Serve. At the end of this year, I truly believe that we have, including me, we have achieved that vision. So, for the next year, I think Rotaract Mora is in safe hand. Rotaract President, Rotaract Samila Imbulana, and his board of officials. I wish you all the very best for upcoming year, and I know you will definitely bring this club to the next level. Thank you. Signing off as the president of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa 2019-20, Rotaract Danuka Pereira.
We would like to invite Rotaractor Danuka Pereira to give away the following tokens of appreciation. And to receive the tokens of appreciation, we would like to invite the following members of the outgoing Board of Directors. Immediate past President, Rotaractor Paveen Pereira. Vice President, Administration, Rotaractor Kashuni Buddhima. Vice President, Club Service, Pasindu Nanayakara. Vice President, International Service, Rotaractor Tharindu Vikramarachi. Vice President, Professional Development, Hiranya Panavanna. Secretary, Rotaractor Nishika Silva. Treasurer, Rotaractor Kasun Chaturanga.
Director Finance, Protractor Chetana Virajini. Senior Editor, Protractor Sithmi Lavanga. Senior Director, Public Relations, Protractor Hasitho Moyanga. Senior Director, Public Relations, Protractor Tilina Nisansala. Senior Director, IT, Protractor Charit Rajita. Co-Director, IT, Protractor Avarjana Pandita. Co-Director, IT, Protractor Ramit Hettiarachi.
Co-Director, Club Service, Rotractor Uvin Matrage. Co-Director, Club Service, Rotractor Pasindu Ile Peruma. Co-Director, Community Service, Rotractor Gayan Jaikodi. Co-Director, Community Service, Rotractor Thishani Vijayaratna. Co-Director, International Service, Rotractor Pamal Rojita.
Co-Director, Professional Development, Protractor Samila Imbulana. Co-Director, Professional Development, Protractor Ravikula Silva. Director Environment, Protractor Ayesh Sandeep. Co-Director Public Relations, Protractor Shashika Udyanga. Co-Director Special Projects, Protractor Randula Karunaratna. Co-Director of Membership Development, Protractor Udara Vimukti. Co-Director of Membership Development, Protractor Tharindu Priyankara.
Assistant Secretary, Rotractor Lakshani Patirage. Assistant Treasurer, Rotractor Sachin Silva. Rotary Family Coordinator, Rotractor Hiran Rajasurya.
Protractor Dhanuka, please remain on stage. We have a special gift ready for you to admire your commitment towards our club. I warmly invite the Board of Directors 2019 and 20 to present this gift. Please remain on stage. Next, it's time to admire our outgoing secretary, Rotaractor Nishika Silva. I cordially invite the Board of Directors 2019 and 20 back on stage.
Please recognize the presence of District Youth Services Chairperson, Rotarian Rohantha Atukorala. Now it is time to introduce the incoming president. To do the honors, I would like to invite Rotaractor Dulinda Pereira.
Rotaract and Rotary representatives, incoming president, and my good friend, Rotaractor Samil Imbulana and his board, ladies and gentlemen. Precisely in 2017, when myself and coincidentally Samila got selected to University of Moratuwa, you see, during the period of freshers, there is a certain set of rules and regulations that one should adhere to. Turns out that I was one of those few people who didn't go by the particular set of rules and regulations. And there was one guy who stood out in the batch. I'm sure everybody from my batch can relate to the same. Turns out he was from Ananda College. Short, fat, relatively more fat than he is right now. And that was the initial point that I got to know the amazing individual who is just about to take over the reins of University of Moratuwa Rotaract Club. Samila has a lot of different qualities I can go on and on about. One thing I'm 100% sure everybody would agree is Samila is very creative and innovative. innovative in ways that is unknown for humans now. For an example, Samila here is a chemical engineering undergraduate. I'm sure the Rotaractors would know, sometime back in 2018, Chatami, correct me if I'm wrong, Rotaract induction program, Samila tried getting rid of kerosene, Bhumitel, by putting water on top of it. For those of you who did not get the joke, kerosene and water doesn't mix. And also, you know, when he's under the influence of certain substance, he generally forgets the lyrics of the songs and he makes up those lyrics while going on. But, you know, that was ex-Samila. I think he has come a long way from that. I don't think we need to talk about that. Like I said, he was fairly fatter than he is right now, until he found that his body was a temple. I'm right, Anjali? Yes? Yes. Very recently he figured out, I think before quarantine, I think auntie and uncle are also there. Before quarantine, he found out that his body was a temple and you need to work out, keep it clean. I don't know from what, but I don't think he keeps it clean. Nevertheless, I think he has come a long way from making Maggi noodles for Rotaract events and this, that, and the other. But one thing is for sure, over the years, I have seen his immense dedication for the entire subject of Rotaract. I'm sure everybody would agree. He did a fantastic job as the professional development director. And as a Rotaractor, he's the reason why I did my very minute commitments towards the club. He's the reason why I chaired Maestro. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get myself involved that much, but I'm sure everybody would vouch. From the short, fat kid, I keep repeating this because he told me not to say that. From 2017, I think Samila has come a long way. I have been fortunate enough to know him as a fellow undergraduate, as a fellow Rotaractor. I have been fortunate to work alongside him at ICON. He currently serves as my lead content creation and is responsible for some of the work that we have done for Sri Lanka's top brands. Yet alone, I'm very happy and privileged that I have a friend who calls me up at 8:50 in the morning and say, Machang, we have a quiz at 9 o'clock, which I had no clue about. Over the tenure of last 3 years, I've seen him grown to be the man he is today. And I think everybody in this hall would agree that there is no safer hands for this club to be in the year to come. Moreover, he's a very caring friend, very responsible person, very driven individual, but more than anything, I would say he's a very nice human. And for all of that, I wish him and his incoming board the best of luck for an amazing year ahead, and I'm sure he would not disappoint anyone. More or less, he'll take, I think Rotaract Mora is celebrating 25 years. This is the 25th board, and who better to take care of the Silver Jubilee. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and it's my honor and humble privilege to introduce the 25th President of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa, Rotaractor Samila Imbulana. Before he comes and takes up on the podium, I think we have prepped a small video for him. I had nothing to do with this. I hold no responsibility for this, but yes, enjoy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we have arrived at the most awaited moment of this evening. We would like to invite Rotaractor Danuka Pereira to collar the President for the year 2020-21, Rotaractor Samila Imbulana. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly request you all to rise from your seats. Now I would like to invite the newly appointed President, Rotaractor Samila Imbulana, to address the gathering.
Right. Thank you. First of all, I must, thank my PR team and Dulinda for keeping the damage down to a minimum level. Dignitaries at the head table, Rotarians, Rotaractors, parents, family, and friends. It is with utmost pleasure and privilege that I'm standing here and speaking to you for the very first time as the 25th President of the Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa. Standing where I am today, it's a surreal feeling. Surreal feeling because I was just reminiscing my journey in Rotaract, how I joined this club as a very young Rotaractor, how I came through the ranks, how through the opportunities that were given to me by the club, how I learned and grew as an individual, and finally standing here as the newly inducted president of Rotaract Mora. Now, when I look at the kind of a past that this club has, I look at the set of leaders that this club has produced. I look at the set of members that this club has produced. I look at the set of projects, initiatives that this club has produced. When you look at all that, it feels like a daunting task, and it seems like a daunting task. But as much as I understand the responsibility that is given to me, I am speaking with much excitement today. I am excited because I am gifted with the most wonderful team a president could ask for. Starting from my board of directors to the youngest of the general member of this club, in this club. They are the most hardworking, passionate, dedicated set of people that I have known. And their passion for service is something that have always inspired me. Every day when I get up in the morning, you see 101 messages popping up on your WhatsApp, but whatever the job, the people here sitting on this very room, they take care of that. They're extremely responsible. I often ask myself, why do they, show this much passion towards doing Rotaract related stuff? And it's something that I still don't know an answer to. But for that, I'm very much thankful to. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep talking about this membership because it's such an amazing membership. It's such a diverse membership. We're talking about a membership who has the capability to travel hundreds and hundreds of kilometers away from Colombo and develop rural communities in Sri Lanka. We're talking about a membership who has the ability to sell a 50 rupee card and raise more than 1.5 million rupees for the Maharagama Cancer Hospital. And it's not something that they've done once or twice. It's something that they've done for the last 3-4 years. We're talking about a membership who gets together every year and organizes the official career fair of the University of Moratuwa, Are You Ready?, which is highly rated as the best university-based career fair. And that is the membership that Rotaract Mora has. That is why I'm excited. So ladies and gentlemen, we thought as the 25th year, it is our sole duty to recognize them. It is our sole duty to give them something back. So that is why we decided that this year is going to be about creating opportunities for our very own members through the continuity, sustenance, and innovation of our very own projects. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rotaract Mora for 2020-2021, 25 years of service worth celebrating.
Rotaract Mora is all set to embark on its 25th chapter, Maestro, an all-island business case study competition. Are you ready? The biggest career fair for all the workaholics. Data Storm, data analytical competition for all the tech fanatics. Rotaract Mora Model United Nations, the latest project by Rotaract Mora, a simulation of the United Nations. Grama Prabodhya is an inspiring community service project. Stop the spread. No more Corona. An initiative to tackle COVID-19 also extends to the village of Bunukapugam. Manusakanda is a project that oversees the upliftment of education of the visually impaired students. Its brand new sub-project, Andhrat Apvala, focuses its attention on improving the English proficiency for them to secure employment in the future. Bringing together all communities and creating harmony is connecting the dots. Ceylon Safari gives an authentic experience to the young foreign travelers to travel around Sri Lanka. Together Sri Lanka, joining hands with District 3220, the 25th Silver Jubilee to celebrate the humble beginnings and the 25 glorious years down the road of Rotaract Mora. 250 members strong, one club, one family.
I think as an individual, I'm someone who believes the power of a good story. I believe a good story can inspire generations, inspire individuals too. So I thought, I've often said that I'm good at telling stories, so I thought it would be fitting if I share one of those stories that have inspired me to end up becoming the president of this club. I'm sure all Rotaractors must have their own stories in Rotaract, and this was something that I cherish so much. This is a story from Are You Ready 2019, which I had the privilege of co-chairing with my good friend Rotaractor Shashiga. And this happened 2 weeks after Are You Ready. Mind you, Are You Ready is the official career fair of the University of Moratuwa, where our entire membership gets together and organizes the project. So it's something very special to each and everyone at Moratuwa. So I received this call at an evening 2 weeks after Are You Ready, at a time when we were looking at the aftermath of the project. We were looking at how successful our project was. I received this call from an unknown number, and this is what the guy at the other end of the call had to say. He said, "Malli, I don't know who you are or what you do. What I know is that you and your team have organized Are You Ready. Malli, I just received a call 30 minutes ago from one of the most popular corporate bands in Sri Lanka, saying that they are ready to offer me a new job with a basic salary of 80,000 rupees. For you, probably the 80,000 might not, might be a big amount. But for me, for someone who's coming from an underprivileged background, my parents are very poor, and I'm the eldest one of the family, and I have to take care of the entire family. Imagine at a time when I have given up on my career, I have given up on finding a job. You guys came here and did this project. I found opportunities, and at the end, I found a job. I have nothing else to say, just to send my gratitude towards you and your team. I can't give you much, but I hope one day that I can sit down with you and share a cup of plenty with you. And he said, thank you, one day. I hope Are You Ready will help you secure your dream job as well. That's a story that, hits me in the heart, because we are in a country where employability is something that we talk most about. And at Moratuwa, it's something that we know quite well. Our little project, our 250 members got together and organized a project, and it changed the life of one man. that was just one man. How many lives would have be changed? How many lives would have our projects like Grama Prabhu there, Andhra Ratwalak would change? That's the power of this movement. That's the power of Rotaract and Rotaract Mora. And I think that is the very reason I chose to do Rotaract, and I will continue to do Rotaract. So ladies and gentlemen, and to very specifically to my dearest members of this club, find your own stories in Rotaract. Because once you write your own stories in Rotaract, those stories will give you so much opportunities. It will help you become better people. It will help you become better Rotaractors. And most of all, it will help you become better human beings. So that's my message to you. Write your own stories. So my time is obviously coming to an end. I think I am not supposed to take more than 5 minutes for this. But I'll keep it short. I think I would be failing in my duties if I don't mention a set of names who are basically the reason why I'm here. Starting off from the two biggest inspirations of my life, Amma and Tata. Thank you very much. I thank you a lot for giving me and my two sisters the best kind of education that one could ask for. And for my two lifelong mentors, my two sisters, Sachi and Charu. Of course, I would never forget the two of you. And of course, I should not forget that name, the best kind of a support system that any man could ask for, and the best kind of friend that anyone could ask for, in the form of my very special Anjali, who's also incidentally a Rotaractor. And also, not to forget the bright set of people who are smiling at the back of this hall, my friends. You have believed me at times when I was not able to trust myself. Yes, And you have obviously seen the best of me when I have failed to do so too. Thank you for inspiring me, and thank you for pushing my limits. Thank you for making me a better man. And for all my friends and family at Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I learned so much from you, each and every one of you. You have taught me so much. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I hope I will never let you down. So on my before I end my remarks, I would like to give everyone the assurance the Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa will only be going in one direction, and that is going forward. We will achieve great things. I'm sure I'm looking at the most energetic board of officers that one could ask for. I'm looking at a general membership who are so enthusiastic, working so hard, and with that, I'm sure, with that energy, we can achieve so much in the coming year. So before I leave, I thought I should leave you with some wise words that would help you in these tough times, at a time when the entire world is struck by a global pandemic. These are some wise words that I found from one of my biggest passions in life, the game of football. This came at a very epic Champions League match before Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona. And the Brazilian superstar at Barcelona, Neymar da Silva, took to his Instagram and said these wise words that helped the team overcome a big deficit. These wise words, mind you, remember them at these difficult times. Where there is 1% chance, there is 99% faith. Thank you.
Introducing the Board of Directors for the year 2020-2021. Immediate past President, Rotaractor Dhanuka Pereira. Vice President, Administration, Rotaractor Nishika Silva. Vice President, Community Service, Rotaractor Tishani Vijayaratna. Vice President, Club Service, Rotaractor Randula Karunaratna. Vice President, Professional Development, Rotaractor Ravikula Silva. Vice President, International Service, Rotaractor Pamal Rojita. Secretary, Rotaractor Lisha Samade. Treasurer, Rotaractor Shasika Udayanga. Director Finance, Rotaractor Uvin Matarage. Senior Director, Membership Development, Rotaractor Pasindu Ile Peruma. Senior Director, Public Relations, Rotaractor Avarjana Pandita. Senior Director, IT, Rotaractor Ramit Hetiarachi.
Co-Director, Community Service, Rotaractor K.M. Gunasekara. Co-Director, Community Service, Rotaractor Pasindu Madhuanta. Co-Director, Community Service, Rotaractor Reshaka Veerasingha. Co-Director, Club Service, Rotaractor Nipun Navodya. Co-Director, Club Service, Rotaractor Sachin Silva. Co-Director, Club Service, Rotaractor Yasit Anushka. Co-Director, Professional Development, Rotaractor Dushan Disanayaka. Co-Director, Professional Development, Rotaractor Manul Thenuka. Co-Director, International Service, Rotaractor Bim Sara Malit. Co-Director, International Service, Rotaractor Chamod Gihanta. Co-Director, Environmental Service, Rotaractor Prarthana Gamage. Co-Director, Environmental Service, Rotaractor Hiran Rajasurya.
Co-Director, Membership Development, Rotaractor Lakshani Patrage. Co-Director, Membership Development, Rotaractor Sathira Nipun. Co-Director, Public Relations, Rotaractor Anas Midin. Co-Director, Public Relations, Rotaractor Tharusha Kalaniage. Co-Editor, Rotaractor Ishaq Ahmed. Co-Editor, Rotaractor Kavishka Gunaratna. Co-Editor, Rotaractor Rumasha Guruge. Director, Sports and Special Services, Rotaractor Damit Priyadarshana. Director IT, Rotaractor Nimna Pereira.
Sergeant at Arms, Rotaractor Nikit Fernando. Assistant Secretary, Rotaractor Garisha Herat. Assistant Treasurer, Rotaractor Danoj Ninnada. Rotary Family Coordinator, Rotaractor Supul Kalhara. Assistant IT Director, Rotaractor Ranul Navojit. Thank you very much. Next, we would like to invite the District Rotaract representative. Okay. Next, we would like to invite the District Rotaract representative, Rotarian Rotaractor, past President Kavindra Kasunsigera, to share his thoughts.
Dignitaries at the head table, respected invitees, parents, Rotarians, Rotaractors, the viewers joining from the YouTube live stream, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I must say, so I was jotting down a few points that I really needed to touch during this speech. And then during Samila's speech and during the video, most of those were covered. So now I'm put into a challenge how I could draft this speech in a way that I could speak to all of you, also trying to highlight the tremendous amount of impact that Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa has as an organization, has as a community, and most importantly, as a part of Rotaract Sri Lanka and Maldives. Well, it was spoken that you, as of now, have a membership of 280, if I'm not mistaken, from what I gathered from Nishika's speech. So that means out of the entire membership of Rotaract Sri Lanka and Maldives, you constitute to close to 5% of the total membership that we as a movement have in Sri Lanka and Maldives. Even though numbers does not necessarily stand for the impact that we have, when the numbers are coupled by impactful leaders, that definitely stands in a much more impactful manner. So, from the honest personal opinions as well as from the exposure that I've had for this beautiful club, I thoroughly believe that you are a trend-setting club that most probably had spearheaded as to how a project, how an organization need to happen throughout the last 25 years. Well, given the fact that everything I wanted to speak was covered, I thought I'm going to approach this speech in a different sense. And how do I go about it? There are several individuals who are in the Rotaract District Steering Committee who have originated from the background of University of Moratuwa this year. So I'm going to give a little bit of introduction about each of them later on, which will come down to the fact I want to highlight during this speech. I'll start off with Paveen, not because he's just right in front of me. But if I have to describe about Paveen, who is also one of the vibrant past presidents from your club, he is someone who would question anything and everything, right? And he would not settle for an answer, and he would somehow find ways to, develop an argument, so that out of that argument, we have the best output for the best interest of the recipients of the service. And then we have Himanta, who is definitely an entire different version of Paveen, who is also an assistant district Rotaract representative, but who would stay silent, and who, when they see that there is something that needs correction or could be done better, who would step in and correct it so that there is a bigger picture, there is a bigger impact through everything that we do. And then there is Kashuni, total entire different character. Well, she would not say anything during the open forum, but later on, 2 minutes after the call or the conference forum is over, she would give, Aya, we shouldn't have said that, Aya, we shouldn't have done that, or we could do this better. A different personality. Then we have Dhanuka. He would say something and you can't figure out whether he's saying something serious or whether he's joking. But he would tell something in a way, not just the present is covered, but whatever the step that we take is for the benefit of future. And some of the initiatives that we are doing this year are key outcomes of such discussions. And then we have Charit. Again, he would hardly speak, at least, I remember the first meeting I had with him, he would hardly speak, and seeing him coming and doing a speech today in front of a podium was, that was just brilliant. So he has the capability to remain silent and to pull off things without giving a pressure to any of the stakeholders. And then I would come to Hasita. No, Hasita, I haven't forgotten you. Hasita is also someone who would, come and, give you a lot of suggestions. I remember during last year's RCL, at the RCL itself, he was like, Mashang, we can actually do something different next year. Yes. And, there are a lot of concerns that he had needed to be corrected. I assume I covered everyone. But I'll tell you why I wanted to pitch with all of this. These Rotaractors that I mentioned are from, or rather originated from, Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa. You, my friends, have a different ingredient of success. You have a different vision, and you have a different set of skills and capabilities that I thoroughly think Rotaract Sri Lanka and Maldives, all the 5,700 members could learn from. This is the level of energy, this is the level of skill set, this is the level of, I would say, this is the level of ability that all of you have as a club, and that is this brand, and that is what this brand of University of Moratuwa's Rotaract Club carry forward. And you are the representatives. Think about projects such as Grama Prabodaya. Think about the projects such as Are You Ready? Think about the projects such as Zuzantale. Or may it be projects such as Maestro. Or may it be projects such as the newly innovative initiatives such as Data Storm. Or even a project such as Manusathanda, which addressed concerns or areas for improvement that the rest of Sri Lanka couldn't find a solution for. Your ability is just out of this world. So each and every one of you is a brilliant asset to Rotaract Sri Lanka and Maldives. Your capabilities should not stop rather at any given point, at under any challenge or under any obstacle. We sometimes perceive Rotaract as just another volunteer organization. My dear Rotaractors, this movement will provide you more than enough opportunities. If you don't trust me, you have some of the colleagues who are here, who were working along with you, who have risen up to the highest positions in this movement. So you have the capability, you have the ability, you have what it takes to make a difference, and you now have a set of skill sets that could be inculcated to the rest of the members of Rotaract Sri Lanka and Maldives. So my invitation to all of you is, with your set of capabilities, with the experience that some of the brilliant past presidents, past Rotaractors of this club presents to this movement, with the energy that is there in the new leadership and also among some of you, my invitation to all of you is, now it's about time that you come out and connect to other Rotaractors. Your abilities could nurture many more lives. Your abilities could impact many more Rotaractors themselves. In a movement that we speak of professional development, sometimes you could be the ones who's assisting in peer leadership, peer training, and peer learning. So, have had spoken about all of this, with the different capabilities that you have, and with the energy that is there in the new leader of this fraternity, Rotaractor Samila, which I have definitely seen starting from last year's Raila, starting from some of the calls that he had with me, and some things that you have already seen in the names of Rotaract Model United Nation, and then also in some of the new initiatives. I think this club now needs to define its journey for the next 25 years. You have what it takes to make a difference. You have obviously proven it. And some of you in the latter half of the next few years might even provide leadership to this beautiful movement. Like, I think I made this statement during the last installation. I'm not sure how many of you can remember this, but there is so much that Rotaract Sri Lanka and Maldives could learn from this beautiful club. So it's about time that sense of knowledge, sense of intelligence, sense of capability is shared amongst the fraternity of Rotaractors in Sri Lanka and Maldives. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover through this page, but I'll tell you one thing. I did not start my Rotaract journey long ago. It was just 4.5 years back. And that is a genuine example that I can provide you that this movement has more than enough opportunities for you to present, to service, and to also make a difference in someone else's life. So in a journey where we are looking forward Rotaract Sri Lanka and Maldives to be rebranded as a professional organization that carries out a tremendous level of service towards humans and anyone and any community that needs our service, my invitation to all of you is let's connect, and as you celebrate 25 years of service that is worthy of being celebrated, define your journey for the next 25 years. Share your experience, connect and enjoy the fellowship that this movement offers. Connect to Rotaractors, and I'm sure more than anyone else, Samila can make a relevance. So, having said all of this, it's about time that you define how far, how impactful, and how much of great achievements that you need to carry out during, you need to rather earn during the next 25 years. I congratulate Rotaractor Dhanuka and his board of directors, and also Secretary Nishika, and all the Rotaractors of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa for the tremendous amount of efforts that you have given and nourished this movement with, because you have definitely made all of us proud. And I also like to congratulate the newly appointed president, Rotaractor Samila, also Rotaractor Lisha, and all the entire board of directors and the 250 members of this beautiful club, which could definitely have more impact stories being shared in the years to come. I congratulate all of you while requesting it is about time for you to come out of the club, connect to other Rotaractors, define fellowship, understand what this movement truly presents to you, and the amount of opportunities that are there. Please make sure that you grab them, because it's a movement that is connected with love, compassion, and that will provide you opportunities. So while that invitation goes to all of you, my request is join in our journey where our collective efforts reach the communities, and where all of us will definitely, with our strength in diversity, will strive as one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rotaractor Kavindra Kasunsigera. One of our fellow Rotaractors is ready with an entertaining performance. Venusara, the stage is yours.
දහරානෙ තඟින් නොකැඩී ගලා ගියේ මා තනි වී සිසිරෙන් මුවා වූ වසන්තේ උදා වූ ලෙසේ චන්ද්‍රයන් පිදූ කිරණක් සඟවාලා හොරෙන් වාර්ණවත් කළේ මාගේ සිහිනේ ඔබේ නාමින් වැගුරුවේ කඳුලැල් බිඟු යකී සෙමින් ඔබගෙන ආසෙනෙහස මුදු පවනේ රැඳි සිසිලක් ලෙසින් සිසිලක් ලෙසින් ඔබ මාහද පුබුදු කළේ වසන්තයයි මාගේ දෙතුලේ සිහිවන්නේ ඔබේ මුව හමුවේ කැළඹිලා සැමදා ඔබගේ කැළුමන් අතරේ අප නෙත් ගැටෙන මොහොතේ ඔබ මා සතුවයි රහසේ අගේ සිතේ නිසංසලේ රඟ දෙයි ඔබ දෙසෙනා වදනම් යහනේ තනි වී චන්ද්‍රයන් පිදූ කිරණක් සඟවාලා හොරෙන් වාර්ණවත් කළේ මාගේ සිහිනේ ඔබේ නාමින් වැගුරුවේ කඳුලැල් බිඟු වියකී සෙමින් ඔබගෙන ආසෙනෙහස මුදු පවනේ රැඳි සිසිලක් ලෙසින් සිසිලක් ලෙසින් ඔබ මාහද පුබුදු කළේ හිරිමල් මුවින් පානසිනා කඳුලැල් මකාලන්න මාදනිවා තුරුවැල් පවා සරදම් කලා හද පොපියනා මේ ආදරේ ඔබ මට දුන්න යලි උදුරන්නේ ඇයි ප්‍රේමියේ මා ජීවිතේ ඔබ පන දුන්න හද බිඳලන්නේ ඇයි සොඳුරියේ මායම් කලාවේ සායම් සිනාසේ පායන් සඳේ මේ පිම්ගීරේ පාලම් තොටේදී කොලම් කලාසේ ආයෙත් පෙමින් ලංවී මුණගේ මේ ආමයේ සංසාරයේ පෙරුමන් පුරා ආලෙන් බැඳින්න වෑයම් කළා අන්සතු නොවී ඔබ මගේම වී රැකගත් තෙමා මේ ආදරේ ඔබ මට දුන්න යලි උදුරන්නේ ඇයි ප්‍රේමියේ මා ජීවිතේ ඔබ පණ දුන්නා අද බිඳලන්නේ ඇයි සොඳුරියේ මායම් කලාවේ සායම් සිනාසේ පායම් සඳේනේ පෙම්ගීරයේ පාලම් තොටේදී කෝලම් කලාසේ ආයෙත් පෙමින් ලංවී මුණගේ මේ ආමයේ මාදිහා බලන් දිලිසෙනානෙත් අගින් ආඩම්බරේ හැරදමා සිනාසෙන්නකෝ ආදරෙන් මායම් කලාවේ සායම් සිනාසේ පායම් සදේ මේ පෙම්ගීරේ පාලම් තොටේදී කෝලම් කලාසේ ආයෙත් පෙමින් ලංවී මුණගේ මේ ආමයේ.
Thank you.
Thank you for that amazing performance. We hope that you all enjoyed it. Now, we would like to invite the District Rotaract Chair, past District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Amjad Yusuf, to address the gathering.
Good evening, dignitaries of the table, Rotarians, Rotaractors, parents, and friends of Rotaract. It gives me pleasure to be at the Silver Jubilee installation of the Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa, known as Rotaract Mora. Being a Rotaractor for the past 10 years and now being in Rotary, I think Rotaract Mora has showcased during the past couple of years. To be precise, since I was very closely associated with this club when I was a Rotaract president during past President Ridwan. Since then, I have seen how this club has built themselves, challenging themselves. It is about always outdoing themselves, which has taken them and developed them in such way that this has undoubtedly become the best, one of the best Rotaract clubs we have in this district. When we look at the success story, why this Rotaract club has become the way it is, how it has become the way it's going forward, I would contribute it to a couple of reasons. One would be the adaptability of this club. This club has always seen to adapt according to the situations, but also they have not forgotten what they strategically planned throughout the years. And also the consistency they have from president to president, from board to board. I think it is mainly because of the way the membership carries themselves around. It is not about one individual person or that president of that year. The president gives the leadership while the board has always followed that leadership and ensured that this club has achieved greatness throughout the year. And the structure is what makes an organization very successful. If you look at the structure and the members of the Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa, I would say they would be very good corporate people in that case, because the structure is what you see in a professional corporate background, where there are tiers of leadership, there are managers, not bosses, where they manage people. So these are things all the Rotaract clubs can take into mind, because there is a saying that this generation has to build the future for the youth. But when I look at this Rotaract club, I think it is not building the future for the youth, but the youth building the future for everyone. Because this is a Rotaract club which is doing that. They build the future for themselves. They are not waiting for anyone to come and say, okay, this is your future, we are building it for the youth. They say, okay, us youth will build the future. So this celebration of 25 years of service and going forward for the many number of years of service to come. When you look at Rotaract, some right now, even from the district leadership to the club leadership level, we have ensured that we are more service oriented. But to become service oriented, we should also know to develop ourselves. Because it's about the experiences you have in Rotaract. It's about the friendships you gain here and the professional development you gain over here. So these three aspects will improve us, which will enable us to serve the humanity. And this club is such a good example. President Olganak's year theme being Rotary opens opportunity, and Rotary did open opportunity with Elevate Rotaract. I think I have been talking about Elevate Rotaract a lot, but just to touch on that a bit, Elevate Rotaract is what has ensured that the Rotaract members are recognized equally as Rotarians. So this is an honor to all of us, because this is an opportunity which the Rotary has given. It is not something Rotaract went and said, okay, we need Elevate Rotaract. Even when we did the surveys, there were different opinions on how Elevate Rotaract should be done. And this survey was not done for Rotarians. This survey was done for Rotaractors during the last year for 3 consecutive months. The Rotary International did that survey, and based on the survey and based on the majority, only they have given this Elevate Rotaract to us. Now it is up to us to decide what we are going to do with it. Are we going to work along with it, or are we going to make sure that we work according to the Rotary's code of policies? Because in my role as a district Rotaract chair, I believe that Rotaract is always capable of doing things professionally. Rotaract is always capable of delivering what we promise. Rotaract is also an organization where, being one of the youth-led organizations in Sri Lanka, our district extends to Maldives also. Correctly, Kasun always reminds me, Amjad, it's not only about Sri Lanka, it's always Maldives, which I tend to forget sometimes, but thanks to DRR Kasun, that point is struck with me. So we have to look how we are going to work as these two communities combined together. It's about not about only nationalism, it's also about how we cope with the peers around the world, around the globe. Especially since with this pandemic, we are at a juncture where we are not sure about the employment. Some say there will be 81% employment cut rate all around the world. But being an organization as such, in Rotaract, it always develop your leadership skills. It will always give you that extra edge you need to face a post-pandemic world. As students, I think this is the best opportunity you have. And I also would like to remind you, you guys have 250 members. Make sure that these 250 members do continue in Rotaract. I see many of the past presidents and many Rotaractors do continue from Rotaract Moratuwa, and being one of the oldest Rotaract clubs and the first state-based Rotaract club in this country, I think you guys need to give your time, dedication while building your professional life. So I am not saying don't do anything professionally, just leave it, because that's not something I believe in. I always believe that you have to excel in your profession, and also you have to excel in your extracurricular activities. That gives you the skills of time management. Finally, before I conclude, I would like to congratulate immediate past President Dhanuka and his team for doing a job well done last year, looking at the number of projects, looking at the way they have carried forward their long-term strategies and how they have set the short-term strategies and how they have built the club. I would say they have done a really excellent job. Well done, Dhanuka, for that. And Samila, this is something I told immediate past DRR Bala when I was handing over the collar to him. Don't try to fill any shoes. It's not the job of you to fill any on shoes. You make your own shoe. But make sure the shoe you make will always take your organization to greatness. So good luck to you and your team. And thank you for having me here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rotarian Amjad Yusuf. The Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa has always been spearheading innovation and digital revolution on the technology front. On this memorable day, we are happy to announce the release of our new club website and blogging platform. This is a glimpse of our blogging platform.
Welcome to the official blog of Rotaract Mora, the next level user-friendly environment. Find the reading time of the post even before opening it. Select the tag of your preference. Experience the super fast loading and find a whole new level in web pages. Toggle the mode to customize your preference. Experience an uninterrupted e-reading environment. Clap and show your interest for the post you prefer. Do not forget to share on your Facebook and Twitter feeds so that your friends too get the opportunity. They've also optimized the platform for tablet and mobile versions for your better experience. Subscribe now to the blog so that you will miss none.
A message by Rotary and the Sri Lanka National Olympic Committee. The agriculture sector of Sri Lanka consists of 18% Sri Lanka's GDP, which includes livestock and animal feed.
The total number of COVID-19 cases identified within the country rose today.
COVID-19 I'm afraid we are going to be looking more than a couple of waves of this pandemic sweeping through our respective populations.
අපි යම් කිසි විදියකින් මේක අදිෂ්ඨාන සහගතව පාලනය කරගත්තොත් ඒ පාලනයේ සම්පූර්ණ ගෞරවය සමස්ත ජනතාවට ලැබෙනවා. ඒ සඳහා පෙළගැසීම කියන එක තමයි මට කියන්න.
But we found that there was a gap between what the government officials were saying and how that message was coming in to society.
By working together, clubs in Sri Lanka were able to tackle a nationwide project.
Perhaps it's the only certification in the world at this point of time that addresses a post-pandemic situation.
Stop the spread.
What Rotary did was we conceptualized a model, and this had 3 stages. The first was an attitude change that had to become among people to understand that there was a need for us to change our behavior. The second was, what is this new normal? What is this behavior exactly that we need to follow? And then the third was how we make it more systemic in more organization culture, which we then got Sri Lanka Standards Institution to certify and develop a certification process.
This particular certification was initiated by the Rotary and SLSI compiled it. So far, over 100 companies have applied. This helps to rebuild the economy. Once you know this is a company certified, people have the confidence to go without any fear.
So what we did from Rotary was that we quickly tied up with the National Olympic Committee and a strategic partnership and got the top athletes of Sri Lanka and all the gold medallions from the South Asian Games and some who had won the Youth Olympic Games, and we used them as the brand ambassadors to do the first task of changing the attitudes of people.
You must simply do your part and trust in what they're doing. I'm ready to do my part for our country. Are you ready to do yours?
In terms of the new normal, we used the MOH, WHO protocol that the government released, and all our clubs started sharing this in their neighborhoods, in pharmacies, in salons, supermarkets, grocery outlets, and including the companies. So that was the second step that we saw in the people of action.
Rotary partnered with the premier private sector chamber in Sri Lanka, Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, together with the Sri Lanka Standards Institution, Ministry of Higher Education.
The next step, I think, is about consolidating all our efforts to ensuring that there is no second wave, because the second wave will, of course, contradict with the ambition of domestic V-shaped recovery and certainly defer even a composite or consolidated U-shaped recovery well into the future. So as a private sector, we should, I think, come together collectively and support the government in ensuring that we do everything possible to prevent that recurrence or a second wave. I think it's fantastic that the certification program has been put in place. I think it's a very forward-thinking move, and I'd like to congratulate Rotary as well as the Sri Lanka Standards Institute in particular for having this foresight. Why we go for certification is to formalize it, make it part of the DNA of our organizations. And in this respect, I think it's a very appropriate, timely, and important move to move into the certification.
As a major upstream manufacturer in the agricultural sector of Sri Lanka, CIC Feeds Group did not take this viral threat lightly.
CIC Feeds Group consists of 3 individual companies, namely CIC Feeds Private Limited and CIC Poultry Farms Limited, which grows broilers. The third company is CIC Wet Care Private Limited, trading arm of company, which import and market all the leading veterinary products.
CIC was declared an essential service.
We hold about 18% of the total market, and the broiler chicks market 22%, and then broiler chicken 5%. So if I had to close this business, there will be a definitely disasters in the whole industry. In fact, you will find today there is a little bit of scarcity of chicken, but from our side, CIC, I am very proud to say we are 100% in operation. This is livestock. If you can't keep them without feed, so if you don't give it a day, there will be big issues for the farm. There will be huge commercial losses for our own customers.
With a network of supply and distribution partners and outgrow farmer livelihoods, the company had to figure the safety protocols fast.
Because we had to run 24 hours, there's a limitation of doing that.
CIC adopted a progressive mentality of fighting the virus and chose to improve its prevention methods every day.
Lot of issues came time to time. So it was actually a great achievement, because I am a person who always takes challenges, and I'm very happy today that we achieved it.
With multiple awards of excellence under its belt, CIC today is declared a COVID-controlled environment by the SLSI certification.
To run this organization uninterrupted. We have been very successful in doing that. As a result of that, only we were able to be the first Sri Lankan company to be certified COVID-controlled environment.
The project received global recognition and was featured at Rotary Global Convention by K.R. Ravindran that reached 51,000 Rotarians across 200 countries.
Radical behavioral change will become necessary to keep our citizens safe as we go about our day-to-day living. With all of these projects, Rotary has shown that we are living up to our promise and reputation as people of action. The essence of Rotary will always keep us together in spirit, side by side, until we are ready to meet again.
Stop the spread. Presented by Rotary and the Sri Lanka National Olympic Committee.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was Rotary's effort to stop the spread. It is now time to introduce the guest of honor for this evening. He is a respected marketing professional in Sri Lanka with a long-term experience working for top multinationals such as Unilever, Reckitt Benckiser, and Diversilever. He twice won the Best Marketer Award in Sri Lanka by the Chartered Institute of Marketing. Academically, he has a double degree in marketing, MBA, and doctorate in business administration, and he is an alumni of Harvard University. He was the youngest chairman to be appointed to Sri Lanka's Export Development Board. Then he went on to be appointed as the chairman Sri Lanka's tourism. and subsequently the cabinet of Sri Lanka appointed him as the Commissioner General for World Expo 2015 in Milan. He was then selected by the United Nations for 5 years, where the best project was won by Sri Lanka during his tenure. And we are proud to mention that he was awarded the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Pride of the Nation Award recently. This notable individual is a multiple Paul Harris Fellow of Rotary International and has twice been awarded the Exceptional Rotarian of the Year. Currently, he is the Regional President, CEO of Global Artificial Intelligence Company Clutrek for Sri Lanka, Maldives, and Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the District Youth Services Chairperson, our guest of honor this evening, Rotarian Rohantha Atukorala, to address the gathering.
Good evening, and thank you very much for this introduction and for this invite. President, thank you very much for this invite, and I wish you all the best, and I bring you greetings from the District Governor, Ajit Veerasinghe. You have a very energetic President, DRR Kasun. Every time I meet him and I listen to him, I always get excited. And today when he called me and said that he wants me to come, I was actually honored, and he told me the best Rotaract Club of Sri Lanka, the most powerful club, one of the most intelligent clubs is the Rotaract Club of Moratuwa. So you have to come. So I'd like to give a round of applause to you. Amjad, my good friend, the members of the head table, fellow Rotaractors, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually an honor for me to come today. And when I look back at Sri Lanka, in 2008, I remember I was heading the Economic Council and I was reporting to Dr. PB, and then at that time the President. And we just had about 11 days of money in the country. And the World Bank country head, Dr. Ijaz Ghani, was just leaving South Asia and going as the country head of the African region. And I asked him, Ijaz, what will happen to Sri Lanka? Would we become a Zimbabwe? He looked at me in the eye and he said, nothing will happen. So I said, Ijaz, I'm not an economist. I mean, I come from the business world and you guys are fantastic, I know that. He said, nothing will happen to Sri Lanka. And true to his word, just 8 days after he left, the total commodity bubble burst. The oil, which was priced at $150, came down to $28. And 2009, the war was over, and the economy, which was just $30 billion, became $90 billion within 4 years. The point I'm saying is that this country is very funny. And Ijaz Ghani, a top economist, said that God is a Sri Lankan. And I never believed what he said because I thought he was punning. But actually when I go to see, Sri Lanka has defied every single odds if you look back at the last 60 years. I mean, I don't need to go very far. If I take the pandemic time, when we came out with this product, during lockdown, everything was closed. All I see is people dying in the US, people dying in Italy, and everybody saying, don't go out there. But because of this organization called Rotary, we defied all odds. I got a curfew pass. I went to meet Dr. Siddhika at SLSI, and we developed this standard, which is the first in the world. And you had all the top companies right now, all certified COVID control environment, which is once again the first in the world. And when we talked to IMF, when we talked to all the rating agencies, they said, first quarter when I say is business-wise, that is March, April to June, they said it will be minus 60% drop in business. And none of us could have ever debated with him because the whole world was falling apart. But when we look at ourselves, end of June, all our businesses have grown by 40%. I was talking to the CEO of Singer. He's saying the business has grown up by 40%, 41% growth net revenue. And I asked him, how come Mahesh Vijayawardhan, his name is Mahesh Vijayawardhan, I said, Mahesh, how come you have grown? He said, I don't know, Rohanta, all I know is that people have bought bigger TVs because the husbands are at home and they suddenly realized that their wives are cooking with old cooking items. They've gone and replaced all those material because they feel that they are now going to be cooks. So it's growing. I work for a third largest FMCG company. Our business has grown by 50% in the first quarter. Now, the point I'm saying is that for once, when we look at Sri Lanka, we have a fatality rate which is at 0.4%. You all are very bright. The most brightest people in Sri Lanka is coming from Moratuwa University. I know that. When I was chairman of the Export Development Board, Mahesh Amalian and Ashraf Omar works with you all to make the industry marketing oriented. You all are the people who made this industry competitive globally. And I was just telling your president, and he was saying that almost 80 people get recruited every year by these two large companies and Hyderamanis. But today when I look at the COVID situation, our fatality rate is only 0.4%. 2,800 people have got it. Our spread rate is way below global averages. India is falling apart with 100 million people already estimated to be asymptomatic. I spoke to the Pakistan ambassador, and he was saying that Pakistan is falling apart because things are very rough. Maldives is having 214 people who got COVID yesterday. 24 people have died. 9 foreigners have got, because some of the islands have opened up, and 5 Sri Lankans who are also working there got it. And Sri Lanka, we are having this get together. For once, we are thanking God that we are born in Sri Lanka. The point I'm saying is, I came to tell you something. I want you, the brightest people in this country, I want you to come out with a project which is going to shake Sri Lanka. I was looking at this project that you all are going to do at Dunuputta Gamma Vidyalaya, and I already told the president that I'm going to sponsor this project from the district. So please go, and we'll come also to do it. But I want you all to come out with something that's going to help us in this control of COVID. The Rotaract Club of Kelaniya has gone and met the MOH head of Colombo, Dr. Dhammika, And he has identified that when a COVID patient is identified and you're under quarantine, they go in the morning and they check, and they go manually and check in the evening. So the Kelaniya University has come out with an app where they can monitor a person's movement and he can check it on his computer. So today when I was coming, I was actually telling Amjad just now that I've spoken to this boy Nipuna and his team, the president of the Rotaract Club of Kelaniya, and we are going to do a quick test market of 50 households of the product, and then I'm going to quickly connect them with an angel network which is globally funded, and then maybe take this project global. And Nipuna was saying that Dr. Dhammika said that he would like to have a beep so that when this person moves out of a 50-meter radius, you get a beep to the MOH officer that this guy might sometimes create a spread. So like what Kelaniya is doing, I'm challenging Mr. President that I want you to come out with something which I don't have right now in my mind as a problem. And I know that you will find it out, and once you find that out, I will make sure that we give you the funding in terms of research and development, and if the product goes through the system of the new product development process, in terms of commercialization, I will get a company to do it. As at now, there are 2 companies who are after the product that Kelaniya University has developed. So, thank you very much for this invite, and I'd like to thank Kasun, DRR, for actually encouraging me to come today. I'm actually honored to meet you. I want you to do this for Sri Lanka. I don't know what you're going to come out with, but I'm sure that you will come out with a product that I think I can take it right to the top and share that here is a product from the Rotaract Club of Moratuwa. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you, Rotarian Rohanta Atukorala. Unfortunately, the president of Rotary Club of Colombo West for the year 2020-2021, Rotarian Paul Harris Fellow Brian Selvanayagam, could not join us this evening. Rotaractor Thishani Vijayaratna is cordially invited to read out his speech on his behalf.
Dear President Samila, my sincere regrets in my inability to be with you today as you are installed as the 25th President of the Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa. My best wishes to you and your team as you start your presidency. The Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa hold a special place in our club. I believe it was the first university-based Rotaract Club in Sri Lanka and has done some remarkable projects over its 25-year history. I can recall of Are You Ready being conducted during my time as a Rotaractor in Colombo West, and some of your global award-winning projects such as Zuzanthale and the software you developed to connect Rotaractors globally. Your efforts over the years has resulted in making a positive difference in the lives of many, and also produced well-rounded Rotaractors who continue to do well in their careers both in Sri Lanka as well as overseas. This was achieved by the dedication of Rotaractors past and present of your club, and I am personally grateful to you all. I would be failing if I don't mention the man behind the scene for so many years, your senior treasurer and staff advisor, Dr. Ranga Rodrigo, who has worked tirelessly for many years for his advice and guidance to you. This year imposes many challenges on all of us, but I am quite confident that despite these challenges, we will continue to move forward. If you need any support, The Rotary Club of Colombo West is there to assist you in any way it could. Thank you and wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much, Rotaractor Tishani. And now we would like to invite the newly appointed President, Rotaractor Samila Imbulana, to give away the tokens of appreciation for the dignitaries gracing this occasion. To receive the tokens of appreciation, first I would like to invite our guest of honor this evening, District Youth Services Chairperson, Rotarian Rohanta Atukorala. District Rotaract Chair, Past District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Amjad Yusuf.
District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Rotaractor, Past President, Kavindra Kasun Sigera. District Rotaract Representative, Elect Rotaractor, Past President, Akhila Adishwara. Guide Club Coordinator for the year 2020-21, Rotaractor Past President, Chanel Mendes. Past President for the year 2002-3, Rotaractor Past President, Ranishka Vimalasena. Past President for the year 2015-16, Rotaractor Past President, Amita Bandara Disanayaka. Past President for the year 2016-17, Rotaractor Past President, Chamal Kuroppu. Past President for the year 2017-18, Rotaractor Past President, Rashan Vikramaratna. Past President for the year 2018-19, Rotaractor Past President, Paveen Pereira. Next, I would like to invite the co-chairpersons of 25th installation ceremony, co-chairperson Rotaractor Romasha Guruge. Co-chairperson, Rotaract Nipun Alutke.
Thank you, Rotaractor Samila. Now the podium is open for felicitations, and we make a kind request to keep the felicitations brief.
Good evening, everyone. Just give me a second. I have a personal felicitation from Rotaract Mindula. He says, hello everyone, apologies for not being able to make it today. Stuck with exams. First of all, Danukaya and the Outgoing Board, congratulations on an all amazing work you all did. The level of your projects were beyond compare. Thanking you on behalf of the club for all the support you gave us. To Samila, I cannot think of a better individual to keep up the mantle and to carry on the perfect score of this remarkable club. Expecting wonderful things from you and the incoming board, all the very best. And on behalf of the District Steering Committee of 2019-20, I would like to congratulate Rotaractor Danuka and Rotaractor Nishika for a job really well done. It was my privilege to be your Guide Club coordinator, and I really enjoyed the role. I was lucky enough to be part of a few of your projects, and what I noticed was the dedication and the perseverance of all the members of your club. Not just the president and the secretary receive a lot of praise, but the members do not get that. But I noticed that a lot of them were really dedicated for the club. I hope you all will keep up the good work. And Samila, from the first day that I met you, I knew that you had the potential to be here. So all the best, and thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Danuka, congratulations on the job very well done for you and your board. And also, Samila, wish you all the very best for you and your board for an amazing year ahead. Thank you very much.
All right, good evening, everyone. So this is going to be a personal felicitation because this is going to be my last time that I'm coming as a member of this club. This club has given me a lot of things. The reason why I'm standing here today is this club. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult moment for me, but coming to Danuka and Nishika, extremely thankful for making my life easy. I think immediate past president is the most chilled out role that I've ever had in this movement. So thanks a lot for that. I didn't have to do anything, and thanks a lot for Tanuja for being an amazing guide club, which made my burden go away. Coming to Samila and Leisha, I'm sure both of you are extremely capable. And Samila has been very instrumental during my year as a Rotary family coordinator, and he was the first one who coordinated his own family during my year. So yeah, that's another achievement. Yeah. Looking back to the membership, I would like to leave one note. This club will give you all the exposure that you need to go out there and do amazing things. So be it a small job, be it a big responsibility, do it from the best of your ability, and I'm sure moving in your life, you will get the reward to that. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. Thank you.
Good evening and greetings everyone. I have a personal felicitation from Rotaract Nimesha Jayaman, the president of Rotaract Colombo West. Hi Samila, here's the biggest of wishes to you and your team. Looking forward to keeping the West family spirit going throughout the year like we did in the past month. Also Danuka, my Raila team. And the team, many congratulations to Nishika. I'm so proud. Here's wishing you a year of conquering opportunities and service. And greetings from the Rotaract West and the entire West family. Samila, all the very best for the coming year. We have seen you growing up throughout being in Rotaract Mora. He was actually my Raila mate also from 2019. And coming over to Dhanuka and Ishika, these two amazing two individuals we met through the West family and been here throughout from the start, get-go to now. So when we say the West family, there are a certain number of projects that we normally allocate to do for the year, but we actually took the initiative. I think Dhanuka and I sat on the first meeting itself to take up new ventures that never has been taken from other West family clubs. We, I think, initiated 4 new projects together, and I think Samil is going to take it up and bring it to the next level also, as I've seen already from all the meetings that has been happening. So all the very best to this amazing club. It's been 25 years, been the first university-based Rotaract club that has been formed. So all the very best, and the West family and the entire Rotaract movement will always be with you. Thank you.
Good evening. First of all, Rotaract Dhanuka and Nishika, let me first congratulate you for a job very well done. And on behalf of all the past presidents, Samila, let me first thank you for inviting us. And let me take 1 minute to talk about what we have to say as past presidents. So I was the 20th president of this club. So when I look back at the past 5 years time, when I was the president, Maestro and Grama Prabodaya, Linkar, those were ideas written in a sheet of one sheet. So I know that you will do tremendously well in this year, but Rotaract Mora is always about the sustainability. And think about the next 5 years to come. Take a piece of paper, talk to your board, talk to the members, and write down 5 more projects. And so each and every one of these past presidents had a 5-year plan, or let's say 5 or maybe 10-year plan. So, and coming here today after 5 years, the feeling I have seeing those projects being a reality, the feeling is priceless. So that's the message that I want to give away to you and your team. Thanks a lot. Thanks again for inviting us, and wish you and your team all the best. Samila, Lishan, the team. Thanks.
Good evening all. On behalf of Rotaract Club of Alumni of University of Moratuwa, I congratulate Dhanuka and Nishika job very well done. And also I wishing good luck for Samila and the team for a fabulous year ahead. And we are also looking forward to work with you. And thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to congratulate Dhanuka. You did an amazing job. Normally, in our university, we are doing academic full-time and other extracurricular activities part-time. But when it's come to Dhanuka, he did Rotaract full-time and academic as part-time. Again, congratulations. And Nishika, you did an amazing job as well. Congratulations to you. And Samila, wish you all the best for upcoming Rotaract year. I don't remember when I met you exactly for the first time, but I saw the first event that you participated in Rotaract, that is the Christmas party in 2017. He didn't come as a Rotaractor, he did come as a photographer because we didn't have a cameraman. And he had a lot of questions. What is this club and what are these foreign people, what are you doing here? I think Natasha will also agree with me. From that moment you have come a lot of journey, and I saw your potential, especially in Ayurveda and Ironman. Wish you all the best, and Lisha, wish you all the best as well. And Samuel, if I'm not mistaken, more than 30% of the top board members are from my department, ENTC. Tishani, Ramit, and Shashika, wish you all the best. And I am proud of you being in this club also, and other board of members. Wish you all the best and good luck. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. So this is a personal felicitation I got from Rotaract Mora, immediate past secretary from ICBT. I am exactly gonna use the same words. I'm sorry I couldn't make it today due to a personal commitment. Just wanted to say that I am super proud of you for everything that you have achieved this past year. So she's addressing to Nishika. From meeting at Pet Sets and at the entrance of Tangerine, and then sitting together at the RMIS training, we came a long way. Also, congratulations on your new appointment, and wishing you all the luck in the world for everything. Keep shining. Lots of love. This is from Metmi. So, also Dhanuka and the team. You guys were a true inspiration to all of us. And congratulations to Samila and the newly appointed board. Wishing you guys nothing but more and more success this year, Metmi. So moving on to my felicitation. On behalf of the District Steering Committee, I would like to congratulate Dhanuka and the team. Job very well done. And I'm sure you had an amazing team with you. And moving on to the incoming board, Rotaract President Samila and Secretary Lisha, I'm sure you will continue the legacy and bring the club even into greater heights. Always try to, like Amjad mentioned, always try to stick into your shoes, and always try to conduct sustainable projects. And yeah, moving on, as the Guide Club coordinator, I will always be there with you all. If there's anything, you can always talk to me, and at any given time, and I'll be happy to help you all. And all the very best, and good luck with the upcoming year. Thank you.
Hi everyone. First I would like to congratulate Dhanukaya and Nishika for a great year, and also Samila being one of my best friends in uni since I started. So I have seen how you have grown from being just a photographer in Rotaract to what you are now today. So me and all of your friends are really, really proud of you. Proud of the journey that you have come on, and I wish you all the best and your team to have a great year. And well, Rotaract always inspires a lot of people in the university. I hope you'll keep doing that. Good luck.
Greetings from the Rotary Club of University of Colombo Faculty of Arts. First of all, Dhanuka and Nishika, thank you for all the memories that we shared throughout the year. Job well done on an amazing year that you all had. And I'm really glad that I got to work with you all throughout the past year, and especially the cluster project that we did together the Rotaract Kickoff, where we had a lot of fun. And also we shared a lot of memories sharing the Rotaract District Conference last year, so which brought the two clubs together and gave the two clubs the chance to interact with each other. I think we have not worked as close as we did last year in the history of the clubs, both clubs. So I hope that will continue in the upcoming year as well, as Samila and Lisha takes over with their incoming board of directors this year. So wishing you all the best for a very successful year. Thank you.
Good evening all, I am Samila's father. So I am proud of my son really, and congratulations to the newly elected board and their success. I have to add few comments because once this activity started, we were behind that. There are 1,000 odd empty water bottles in my house. It occupies part of the house. There are very few communications happening in daily. Says, Tate, anu de athiyana shape එක iron board එක උඩ මොනවා හරි කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? I said, Another communication is, මට හිට කාර් එක ඕන. මොනවත් අනිත් අක්කලට ගන්න බෑ. මට ඕන. What to do? I said, yes. Another one says, තාතේ shape එක කීයක් හරි ගන්න පුළුවන් නේද? Yes, these are everything I always say, okay, once he started this job, we, our family, all were behind that. And I assure that in future also, we are behind with you and your club, we are supporting every time. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for all the lovely wishes. Before we conclude today's proceedings, to deliver the vote of thanks, I call upon the Secretary for the year 2020-21, Rotaract Lisha Samadhi.
Dignitaries at the head table, invited guests, Rotarians, fellow Rotaractors, friends, family, and all the others who have joined with us virtually. It is with an immense pleasure to have been asked to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the prestigious Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa as we set forth towards 25 years of service worth celebrating. Guest of honor, District Youth Services Chairperson, Rotarian Rohan Tatakorala, District Rotaract Chair, past District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Amjad Yusuf, District Rotaract Representative, Rotarian Rotaract past President, Kavinda Kasan Sigera. Thank you for taking off your valuable time to grace this occasion with your significant presence and bestowing us with your words of wisdom. Also, I would like to make this an opportunity to extend our heartfelt gratitude for the President of Rotaract Club of Colombo West, Rotarian Paul Harris Fellow, Brian Selvanayagam. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for our very own Senior Treasurer and Staff Advisor, Dr. Ranga Rodrigo, who always been the beacon of strength and the greatest inspiration throughout the journey of Rotaract Mora. Also, I would like to express my gratitude to our Youth Service Advisor, Rotarian Yukti Gunasekara, who is not here but has joined virtually. Thank you for being a great pillar of strength, and your constant support is an essential to bring the club to its exalted heights. And District Rotaract Representative elect Rotaract Past President Akila Adeshwara, Rotaract District Secretary, Rotaract Past President Kyle V. Mathavaram, Guide Club Coordinator for the year 2020-21, Rotaract Past President Chanel Mendes, and all the other members of the District Committee for the year 2020-21 who are gathered here and joined with us virtually. Thank you for being the constant support and the guiding light which is and will be an essential spirit for us to stand from the crowd. Special thanks goes to our very own past presidents and their exemplary board of directors, as well as all the club members, especially mentioning the chairpersons of the 25th installation ceremony, Rotaract Romar Shaguruge and Rotaract Nipun Navodaya. We are so proud to be backed by you, who did an amazing job making the day's success amidst the rough times. I also would like to make this an opportunity to extend a heartfelt thanks to our proud strategic partner, McKinsey & Company, for being with us from 2019 and to the present. Finally, yet importantly, I would like to thank everyone who worked hard day and night with late night chats and calls on completion of everything beyond their comfort zones. I would be failing in my duties if I do not extend my hearty thanks to all the fellow Rotaractors, interactors, parents, and friends who have gathered here and who have joined with us virtually. As I step down, I wish to extend my sincere apologies to anyone I could mention, and once again, thank you everyone who supported us even with a kind word. Without you, the day would have not been this much of a success. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, Rotaractor Lisha Samadhi. While we are profoundly grateful for your participation today, we wish to congratulate and wish the very best to our new team as they carry on the legacy of our club. Great things are afoot, and we have no doubt that this marks the beginning of what will truly be an amazing journey ahead. With that, we conclude the 25th installation ceremony of Rotaract Club of University of Moratuwa. The organizers would like to invite you to enjoy the refreshments outside.